Hey guys!
How are you? I'm doing great. How are you, Mr. Human?
Doing so good. Happy that fall decorations are out.
Yes, and they actually, I know you can't smell them, but
It
they
smells
smell
really good.
fantastic.
I know.
This is just a great spot. I've got my cup of coffee. Yes, for our next Artcast. That's what we're
Woohoo!
called. It's called an Artcast.
I like that.
Ooh, we love just coming and having the chance to discuss things we've learned.
Yeah,
Mr. Human, I want to be a lifelong learner. I
absolutely.
never want to stop learning. I
Absolutely.
just think it would be boring to stop learning.
I agree.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of experiences. We've learned through those experiences,
Mm-hmm.
and those experiences lead to other experiences, which leads to more learning. And one of our favorite things to do is share our experiences and what we've learned
Yes.
with you, and to hopefully encourage you to be a lifelong learner as well.
Ooh, I love that because it's fun.
Because it is fun.
Yes. So today we are going to talk about the rehearsal process.
Yes.
The rehearsal process, specifically in a show, but this really could go into any rehearsal process.
Okay.
Right? It doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
If you're rehearsing to be in a band, if you're rehearsing to be on a worship team,
Okay.
you know,
That's good.
But
Good.
we're going to
Rehearsal.
come at it from the show
Yes.
perspective,
Yes,
right? So how to have just that best rehearsal process, rehearsal etiquette,
yes. Okay.
how to prepare,
Yeah.
right?
For your rehearsal.
For your rehearsal. Oh, so Mr. Human, there's preparation outside of rehearsal?
Yes, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Yeah, are you guys ready? I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, so rehearsal. Let's start with,
Okay, so you just auditioned.
Oh,
You got in the show.
you're in the show.
You asked me a great question earlier.
I did.
Are
I don't remember it.
once you've auditioned and you got in the show, is your audition over?
I remember that question.
And if not, why not?
Ooh.
And what do you mean by that?
Is your audition over? Well, technically, your audition is over. You've made it into the show, right?
So you stay in the show no matter what you do.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's the thing. That's where it gets tricky. So you've received your part.
Right.
Hypothetically speaking, you should be in the show forever and ever until
Right.
it's over.
Okay.
That would be
True.
great. But I would say your audition process is never over.
Okay.
Because you brought up a really good point. What is one of the points of why your audition is never over?
Because you're gonna do more shows after this.
Right.
And you may be working with the same director, especially. And so they're watching you through the whole process. And when
Yep.
you come into your next audition for your next show,
Yes.
they're going to remember everything you did and didn't do
Yes.
in your last show. And also, they have friends who are also directors. And I've gotten calls and said, hey, I'm going to cast this person in the show. You've worked with them before. How is their work ethic?
Yeah. And you want the answer to be, oh my goodness.
But they're amazing.
Raving reviews.
Yes.
If you don't cast them, you are making the worst decision ever.
Yes.
You should cast them now and not even think about it.
Right.
Right.
I got that call one time. They were like, hey, should we cast this person? And I said, I didn't click with them.
Which is a nice way
And
of
they
saying
said, oh, okay. And they didn't cast them.
it. Yeah,
Just based off one person's recommendation.
right. Because they trusted you. They've
Yeah.
worked with you before. The theater world, really, whatever world, even if this were something else, the world of whatever it is, but for this point, theater, is small.
Right. Totally.
And the degrees to other directors is small.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And so you want there to never be a question. And it really is based off of your rehearsal process
Mhm.
and the show, but the rehearsal process is where a lot of that deep working with the person happens.
For most theater that we do locally, like Broadway is obviously different, but the majority of the time is spent during the rehearsal. The show is a short process compared to the weeks and maybe months that you spend
Right.
on rehearsal with the cast, with the director.
Right. So yes, your audition, that moment is over, but you should always keep working with just that high standard of excellence, because if it is a negative experience, it could be what Mr. Human just explained. And if you're wanting to work with that director again,
Right.
you want them to you don't ever want them to think, hey, so remember how that was tricky? They're really great for this part, but I'm questioning it right now because of that last experience. Right? You want them to have only positive, I trust they're going to memorize their lines. They're going to work hard. They're going to be directable. And that's what happens during the rehearsal process. Yeah. And in reality, and let's step outside of education and community theater locally, your audition is never over because there is always someone waiting in the corner to take your role.
That's true.
Yeah. So maybe you're in the chorus and you're performing in a professional show in the chorus and you just don't want to be there. Guess what? There is someone who is playing the swing role, which is the understudies for chorus roles, that wants to be in the show fully and wants that role. And so
so the moment you drop the ball or stop really wanting to be there, you might get yanked out of there.
You really might,
because there's someone ready to go.
Right. And that's when there's that this is your profession and you're doing this for real. There is the ability, there is always someone waiting who wants it really bad. And so you've got to be the one who wants it really bad, right?
Absolutely.
I just think that is so important. Okay.